Hello guys, good morning. Now I am going to discuss about conductance and resistance. Conductance and resistance. These are the two terms with opposite meaning. We know that there are two types of conductors. One is metallic conductor and other one is electrolytic conductors. In metallic conductors, metal ions are immersed in a pool of electrons like this. Metals are in a fixed positions and they strongly bind with electron pool with a strong electrostatic force of attractions. Now this electron pool can move freely from one end to other end and it carry charges. That is the mechanism involved in metallic conductors. In electrolytic conductors, we have positive ions and negative ions. These positive and negative ions can freely move in an electrolyte and they can carry certain charge. Through that it can conduct electricity. So now, though they are conductors, though they have tendency to carry the charge, to certain extent they can resist the flow of charge. This resistance is due to electrostatic force of attraction between metal ions with electrons, we called as canals, metal canals. They will attract the electrons and restricts its flow or it restricts its movement, and there is an electrostatic force of attraction that binds these two ions, also restrict the flow of charge to certain extent. So this restriction is said to be resistance. And it is denoted with capital R. Now the tendency of an electrolyte, or whether it is a tendency of the conductor, whether it is a metallic conductor or electrolytic conductor, that tendency is called as conductance. Conductance is the tendency of a conductor to allow the flow of charge or allow the transfer of electrons from one place to other, whereas the resistance is the property of that conductor to restrict the flow of charges, to restrict the flow of electrons. So these two are opposite properties of a conductor. Both these properties are present in a conductor. Now how they related with each other and how they influenced by other factors, in present class we are going to study it. Now first, resistance. Each conductor will have two parameters. One is the length and other one is the cross section area of the conductor. So this is the cross section area of the conductor. Let it be the cross section area of the conductor, and this is L is the length if cross section area is A. The resistance of a conductor is because if cross section area is more, resistance is less. So resistance is directly proportional to length of the conductor and inversely proportional to its cross section. Whereas conductance, it can be denoted with G or denoted with C. Conductance is directly proportional to cross section area and inversely proportional to length. So, G is directly proportional to A by L. Resistance is directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to A, where L is the length of the conductor and A is the cross section area of the conductor, whereas G is directly proportional to capital A and inversely proportional to length, because if it has more cross section area, the restriction is less. So, more electricity will be conducted. That is why conductance is directly proportional to A and resistance is inversely proportional to A. Now, when converted into is equal to, so R is equal to a constant into L by A. This is called as constant. It is termed as rho or HO. If cross section area A is 1 square centimeter and length of the conductor is 1 centimeter, that is 1 unit area and 1 unit length, conductor's resistance R is equal to rho, because L is equal to 1, A is equal to 1. So, R is equal to rho. So, rho now can be defined as specific resistance or resistivity of that conductor. Rho is nothing but specific resistance or resistivity of that conductor. So, here resistance is measured in, the units for resistance are ohm. Units for resistance are ohm. So, here it is centimeter and this is centimeter square. So, resistivity rho, units of resistivity U can be written as rho per centimeters. This is for resistance, the units are ohm. It is denoted by like this. This symbol is called as ohm. Ohm is the unit for resistance. Similarly, here for conductance, conductance is directly proportional to A into L or G is equal to K into A by L. K is also constant, it is termed as kappa. Resistance G is inverse to R. G is equal to 1 by R. So, here conductance G, in some books it was denoted with C. So, G or C conductance is equal to K into A by L. Likewise, if 1 centimeter square cross section area conductor with the length of 1 centimeter, that is L is equal to 1 and A is equal to 1. Then G is equal to K. G is equal to K. This is called as specific conductance. The conductance of a conductor with 1 unit cross section area and 1 unit length is said to be specific conductance, and it is denoted with small k and it is called as kappa. Now, units for conductance are per ohm, or ohm inverse 1, or it can also be called as mho. Reverse of ohm is mho, or it can also be termed as Siemens. Siemens centimeter or Siemens meter, because here A square is top. So, Siemens centimeter or Siemens meter are units for conductance. So, conductance and resistance, these two are two properties of a conductor, whether it is an electrolytic conductor or an ionic conductor. Each conductor will have both the characters. One is to allow the conductance of charge through them, and other character is to resist or restrict the flow of charge. So, the restriction that caused due to the conductor, due to the different factors, here in metallic conductor, that restriction is due to the attractive force of metal kernels with electrons, whereas in electrolytic conductors that restriction is due to the attractive force that exists between oppositely charged ions. It makes or it gives some resistance to the conductance, that is said to be resistance. And the property or tendency of the conductor to conduct the charge or conduct the electricity are said to be conductance. These are the two opposite characters of a conductor, just like we have good character and bad character. Sometimes good character, when dominates the bad character, will become good. If our bad character dominates the good character, we suppose it to be bad. Like that here also, these conductors will have both the characters. In one angle, they have tendency to conduct electricity. In other angle, they restrict the conductance. So, the restrictive nature of a conductor is called as resistance. That resistance is denoted with R. This R is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and inversely proportional to the cross section area of the conductor. R is directly proportional to L by V, where L is the length of the conductor and A is the cross section area of the conductor. Or R is equal to a constant into L by A. This constant is called as rho. So, this rho R is equal to rho into L by A. If one unit length and one unit cross section area conductor is taken, that means it may be 1 centimeter length with 1 square centimeter cross section area, or 1 meter length with 1 square meter cross section area, that we called as the 1 unit. So, if 1 unit length and 1 unit cross section area conductor is taken, the resistance is equal to rho. So, that rho is said to be resistivity of the conductor, that is resistance caused by a conductor when it has 1 unit length and 1 unit cross section area. The units for resistance are ohm. Then conductance. Conductance is the tendency of a conductor to conduct electricity through them. It is denoted with G. G is directly proportional to cross section area of the conductor and inversely proportional to the length of it. So, G is directly proportional to A by L, or G is equal to small k into A by L. Here k is a constant and it is called as kappa. If 1 square centimeter conductor with 1 square centimeter length is used here, then A is equal to 1 and L is equal to 1, then G is equal to k. Now, k is called as specific conductivity or conductance. So, conductance or specific conductivity of a conductor is said to be k, kappa. The units for conductivity are per ohm or mho, per ohm or mho, or we can call it as in Siemens also we can express it Siemens centimeter or Siemens per meter. Measurement of resistance and conductance. Conductance and resistance, these are the two properties. If you know the conductance, its resistance will be 1 by R, or if you know the resistance, the inverse of it will be its conductance, that is G is equal to 1 by R or R is equal to 1 by G. That means if you able to know one, it can the inverse of it will gives the other. Now in your physics classes we have a Wheatstone bridge experiment, even in the practicals also we done it. In Wheatstone bridge experiment, if you want to know resistance of a conductor, just like an electric wire, if it was given to you, with the help of this Wheatstone bridge, we will measure its resistance. Here this is variable resistance R1, this is the resistance to be found, and this is a fixed resistance, and this is R4 is also a fixed resistance, and this is a detector. So the conductor, which resistance that you have to find up, that wire is connected here in the bridge, and these two are the fixed resistance. For you can fix, you can as you like, you can take the resistance of these two, and this is a variable resistance to adjust the null point, to get the null point. By that way, after getting the null point, the formula is R1 into R4 is equal to R3 into R2. Now you have to find out this R2. R2 is equal to R1 R4 by R3. This is the formula that you use to calculate the resistance of a unknown conductor. From that you will by using the other formulas you will calculate its conductance, conductivity, specific resistance, and so on. This is the simple experiment that you will conduct in the laboratory itself. Even in your physics syllabus also, in your practicals, you will have this Wheatstone bridge experiment. Even in your previous 10th class also you have this. So now to calculate the conductance of electrolyte is essential for us, because here in this present topic we are concentrate on the conductance of an electrolyte. But it is not so easy to find out the resistance of a electrolyte as we done with a metallic wire, because a solution cannot be directly connected to a Wheatstone bridge. And other one is with DC current. If you apply DC current, the composition of the electrolyte will change. These are the two main hurdles that involved in measuring the conductance of a electrolyte, conductance or resistance, whatever it may be. To avoid this, two options are there. The first defect is change of composition with DC current. That can be done by using AC current. We can overcome that defect. Another defect is how to connect an electrolyte to the Weinstein bridge. For that, a cell, electrolytic cell is used. This electrolytic cell may consist of 2 platinum electrodes with 1 centimeter cross section area, and they are separated by 1 centimeter length, and here it is filled with an electrolyte which conductance has to be calculated, and this can be connected to Weinstein bridge to find its resistant. Another one, take a beaker, and here also you can take 2 platinum plates of 1 centimeter cross section platinum plates, and here it will be filled with an electrolyte, and this is also this type of setup can also be used for it. But here also theoretically it is okay, but the values are not realistic, just like in a metallic conductor. To avoid that, this conducting cell is first filled with an electrolyte which resistance is known in different temperatures and different concentrations. With the help of that, first you can calculate the cell constant, that is R is equal, resistance R is equal rho into L by A. This L by A is called as cell constant. So these values which we describe as we described here may not be realistic as in the case of metal, because the solution is completely present, which is not possible to calculate the total ions present in between the electrodes. That is why this L by A of the cell is calculated with the help of potassium chloride, whose resistance and conductance is known to us at different concentrations at different temperatures. First we have to fill the conductant cell with sodium chloride with a specific concentration at specific temperature, then we find out the cell constant. After finding out the cell constant, this is constant to any electrolyte. If once the setup was tested with known concentration KCl, that A by L value will not change even if KCl is replaced by other electrolyte. So first the cell constant is measured by using a standard solution KCl, because KCl conductance is known, well known or proved at different concentrations at different temperatures. That is why for any cell, before using to measure the conductance of a given solution, first it is filled with potassium chloride with a specific concentration, and the cell constant is measured first. With the help of the cell constant, we can get the resistance of, we can calculate or measure the resistance of other required electrolytes. So here this is cell constant. Now this cell constant is denoted with G star. Cell constant is denoted with G star. So R is equal to rho into G star. Rho into G star. But rho is 1 by K, because kappa and rho, these are inverse relation with 1 by 1 to other. So therefore G star, cell constant G star is equal to R into K. because it is 1 by k. If goes this side, it will be R into k. Cell constant G is equal to R into k, and we can derive the relationship between other parameters also. What are they? G is equal to R is equal to 1 by G. R is equal to 1 by G. Therefore, instead of you can substitute R also. Therefore, G star cell constant is equal to 1 by G into K, or K is equal to G into G star. Conductivity into cell constant G into G star. Kappa K is equal to G into G star. Conductivity into cell constant is kappa. So, from the by that way you can get any relation with any other parameters. Molar conductance and equivalence conductant. Molar conductance means conductance of a solution which contain 1 mole of a solute is said to be molar conductance. Conductance of a solution which contains 1 molar solution is said to be molar conductance. Let V liters of a solution molarity is capital M. 1 mole of solute is present in that solution, 1 mole of electrolyte is present in that solution. Now, volume of solution in liters that contain 1 mole of solute will be V liters is equal to 1 by M. Volume of solution in liters that contain 1 mole of solute V liters is equal to 1 by M. But the same way, volume of solution in ml, VML that contain 1 mole of electrolyte is 1000 by M. Volume of solution in liters that contain 1 mole of solute is 1 by M liter per mole. Similarly, volume in ml containing 1 mole of electrolyte is VML is equal to 1000 by ml. But the specific conductance means the conductance that carried in 1 cubic centimeter length and 1 square centimeter area, 1 centimeter into centimeter square, that will be equal to cubic centimeter. This cubic centimeter is nothing but 1 ml. Cubic centimeter means cc. 1 cc is equal to 1 ml. 1 cc is equal to 1 ml. So, the specific resistance, that is the conductance of 1 ml solution, can be called as conductance of 1 ml solution or 1 cc solution is called as kappa, specific conductance kappa. Therefore, conductance of VML solution is equal to K into VML, K into VML, but VML is equal to 1000 by M. Therefore, it is K into 1000 by M. This is the conductance of VML solution. Conductance of VML solution, that is conductance of, we can say it as a molar conductivity. VML of solution contains 1 mole of solute. So, this is volume of solution in ml that contain 1 mole of solute. VML is nothing but volume of solution that contain 1 mole of solute is said to be VML. So, this is considered as molar conductivity. Molar conductivity is the conductivity of a solution which contains 1 mole of electrolyte. So, once again, V liters of a solution molarity is M. Therefore, volume of solution in liter that contain 1 mole of solute is V liters is equal to 1 by M. Similarly, the volume of solution that contain 1 mole of electrolyte in ml is VML. This VML is 1000 by M. Now, the conductance of 1 ml is nothing but 1 cc, is known as specific conductance K. Therefore, conductance of VML solution which contains 1 mole of solute is K into VML, but VML is equal to 1000 by capital M, where K is therefore the molar conductivity, that is the conductance of 1 mole of solute is said to be molar conductivity. Molar conductivity is equal to K into 1000 by V. By the same way, we can calculate equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance is the conductivity of an electrolyte which contains 1 gram equivalent weight of solute. The conductivity of a electrolyte which contains 1 gram equivalent weight of solute is known as equivalence conductance. Now, let 1 gram equivalent, V liters of a solution, normality is N. V liters of a solution normality is N. That means it contains 1 gram equivalent weight of solute. Now, volume of solution in liters that contain 1 gram equivalent weight of solute, V liters is equal to 1 by N. Now, volume of solution in ml that contain 1 gram equivalent weight of solute, VML is equal 1000 by N. 1000 by N. Now, conductance of 1 ml solution is equal to K kappa, specific conductance, because specific conductance is the conductance of an electrolyte with 1 centimeter cross section area and 1 centimeter distance electrodes. So this is called as kappa. So 1 centimeter length and 1 cubic centimeter cross section area, square centimeter cross section area is nothing but cubic centimeter, cc or cc. 1 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 ml. So 1 ml is equal to 1 cc. Therefore the conductance of 1 ml solution is equal to kappa. Therefore conductance of VML solution is equal to K into VML. But conductance of VML solution with 1 gram equivalent weight of solute will be 1000 by N. Therefore conductance of VML solution is equal to K into 1000 by N. This is conductance of VML solution which contains 1 gram equivalent weight of solute. So that is called as equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance is conductance of 1 gram equivalent weight of solute is said to be equivalent conductance. So equivalent conductance is equal to K into 1000 by N. By this way we can calculate molar conductivity and equivalent conductivity. Units for different quantities, because in our competitive examinations like NEET and IIT JEE and also in board examinations, units are most important in the calculation part, that is in the while solving the numerical problems. Here units are most important. For that purpose only I am giving you separately all the units of the content that we learned in the earlier classes. So there are different quantities we have already discussed in the previous class, that is units for different quantities. Resistance, you know resistance is denoted with capital R and unit for it is ohm. We call it as ohm, this is the symbol and it pronounced as ohm. Next conductance, conductance is denoted with G. Conductance is denoted with G and unit for conductance is per ohm, or we can say it as mho. In SI units for conductance it is Siemens. In SI units conductance, unit for conductance is Siemens. Next third one is conductivity or specific conductance. Conductivity or specific conductance, that is conductance of a unit length and unit cross section area conductor is said to be conductivity or specific conductance. This is denoted with small k and called as kappa. Small k and it is called as kappa. Units for kappa are per ohm per centimeter. Per ohm per centimeter or Siemens per centimeter. Per ohm per centimeter or Siemens per centimeter, whereas in SI units Siemens per meter is the unit for specific conductance. Then resistivity, resistivity means specific resistance. The resistance of a conductor with 1 unit length and 1 unit cross section area is said to be resistivity and it is denoted with symbol rho, RHO, rho. It just like P, it is not P, it is similar to P but not P, exact P, and unit for this is ohm centimeter. In SI units it is ohm meter. So is ohm meter. Next cell constant. Cell constant is nothing but L by A for an electrolyte, or we can denote it with G star. It is denoted with G star and it is equal to L by A and unit for is per centimeter and in SI units it is per meter. We have 2 more parameters, that is equivalence conductance and molar conductance. Equivalent conductance cap EQ units are per ohm, centimeter square, per equivalent. In SI units, Siemens per meter, equivalents per liter. Molar conductance, cap m, in CGS units, per ohm, centimeter square, per mole. In SI units, Siemens meter square per mole.